Oneser.
Live.
Hit that shot. Hit that shot. Where's the double bicep?
What? Right there?
Damn.
Got it.
Damn. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We're hanging out. You're hanging out with me for a couple weeks.
Couple weeks, yes.
You're in town from?
Friday? You
No,
got in Friday,
where are you in
Saturday.
from? Where's home front?
Home's India for me.
Home's India, and you're in LA.
Yes, sir.
I love that. And you've been training for you're how old now?
So I'm 28 years old, and me and Mike, we've been training together for 10 years now. Probably one of the best decisions I've took at a younger age.
Got the call. You were like 17, 18 years old.
Yeah.
You said, hey, come on out.
Yeah, there's an event we're going out. We're doing a youth seminar for all the kids that we have, in the Indian community that we have here in the U.S. And you came down. I think it was 500-600 kids. We hung out. I think we got one workout in. That was the first time we ever.
So right.
I was tiny. I was like 170 pounds. But yeah, no. I think learning that at a younger age definitely set up the foundation.
And the reason I wanted to sit down today is we had a great couple workouts already.
Yep.
Got some shoulders in on, I think it was Saturday. You smashed squats yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to post this video for you guys, but it'll also show you just kind of from his first set on what he did to his last set. You quadrupled it.
Yes.
Your rep range with the same amount of weight.
Yep.
Even though the first set was hard. It was great. It was a great workout. Set you up. Came back in today. We trained at the Titan Castle.
Yes, sir. And the deadlifts.
New deadlifts
with the feet on the platform. It was new for me. That was first time. And
Tell them about it. Tell them what
so
you think.
we set up the feet on the platform, more range of motion, open up the whole body, training it in a different position to be stronger, and more range of motion, get it more healthier.
Speaking of health, this is a hard one I have with the society out there. Mo, water when you get a sec. You want a water?
I'm good. Thank you.
You're 28. You had a tweak in the shoulder.
Yep.
A little something going on there. And you saw I went down to Rejuve
Yes.
in Cancun, Mexico, where Dazawa Muse stem cells are the Lamborghini of stem cells. And
That's right.
that facility is one of the few facilities that has this. Thank you, Captain. Thank you. And you went down there and did this. Where was your mindset? Because at 28, even though it's a tweak, you wanted to do something to the pinnacle level.
Well, simply put, I was thinking 10, 20 years ahead. And I didn't want to go down the route where, I had to go down under the knife, get a surgery or some sort, and prevent it from getting worse and heal it while I can, because I understand that at a younger age, those stem cells are going to help rejuvenate the body and not just kind of hold it together. I think we spoke about it earlier that, at such a young age is so important. And I think for everyone watching right now, even people in their 20s, early 20s, get started. I think if I could go back at 28, if I think I should have got it done at like 21, 22 even if it was preventative, that would have helped me kind of get to this point where I even tweaked it a little bit. So with that being said, it was the whole preventative aspect of it that I want to stay ahead of the game. I want to lift as long as I can and stay healthy for as long as I can, because health is paramount. And that goes beyond the lifting or looking a certain way. And that's primary for me.
I think for you,
Yeah.
or at least for me looking at you and have known you for 10 years, at 18, in today's world, 18 is very young, emotionally too, compared to my days. And it seems to get, they get older and older and less mature. They want to play through their 20s, definitely through their teens. what was it about you and your mindset? At 18, you were already focused on a career, a path. And you had that just mindset of I'm going to be working through my teens and my 20s to make something really big happen. And I know we didn't explain too much about what you do and stuff, but you're very successful. It's just very successful, and you're absolutely, I guess, just stepping into a place where you have to be at that top tier, mentally, physically, and everything.
Of course. And I think even from a young age, I never wanted to be the 99% of people going out and just wasting their youth away. And I always thought about getting better. And that's something that I picked up from a lot of people in different aspects of life, and including, I think the foundation starts at your health. And your physical, your body, the way you eat, the way you move, the way you train. And I think that spilled over in all different aspects of life. And patience is something that I've learned over the years, because when I look back at when I was 18 compared to where I'm at right now at 28, just as a person, not just as, a body, like, building muscles or any of that, but as a person, you grow so much, and that only comes with patience, I feel.
What were some of the things, if there is something there, because I know your dad's a very successful, bright, I guess you would say few words and a lot of actions. Is there something that you learned from him that you have held true?
Morals, ethics, and staying true to yourself. That is something that I've learned from him, and live by that. And don't just be that in front of the camera. Don't just be that in front of a certain group of people, but be that person even behind closed doors. And just staying true to yourself and being honest with yourself, I think it just helps you sleep better as an individual. And I've took that since I was young. And I think most of the things that I've learned about life, about work, about how to deal with people and all of that, and just overall life. And we're still training partners. We still train together when I'm back home, and just talking about life. And it's really rare, and I'm grateful that I get to do that. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I wanted him to sit down with us today after a workout, just because it's always a cool thing for me to see somebody of the youth have that maturity of understanding what the future is holding for you and not wasting the youth. And by wasting it, I mean, I get the understanding of wanting to party and enjoy. But I like the other aspect of where you push it in your healthiness of your teens and 20s and 30s, and that way you get time in your 40s. And so when it comes to RejuveStem or stem cells, is there something you can tell to them?
Oh, just get there.
These ones out here and talk to these youngsters.
As soon as possible. Just get there. Even if it's a little injury or inflammation, I would highly recommend get there. They take great care of you. Amazing people out there, especially Vivek. I know him personally. He's part of almost like family to us. And those guys take really, really great care. And also, just even with the stem cells, I'd like to say, just be patient with that. You're not going to just get your stem cells and tomorrow you're just going to heal like Wolverine. Right. That's not what happens. Like, it's a process where your body heals, it recovers, it repairs. And
great point.
Yeah. So because, and that was me as well. Like, I went in, I got my stem cells in, and a week later I'm like, okay, I feel a little better. I'm recovering, but why is there no effect? But then 3-4 weeks in, it kicks in. You're moving better. Just to give my story a little bit, I had a little bit of issue in the shoulder, tendonitis in particular. And I went in, I got my stem cells. I was not able to press overhead for the longest time. I got those stem cells, I think 8 weeks ago, and yesterday I think it was Saturday with Mike. We got in 155 on behind the neck press for 5 sets of 5. So, and that's just in 8 weeks from not being able to press overhead. And that's my experience.
And And this is what I try to say to them. It's
Yeah.
like you hear about these 25 to 35-year-olds saying they got the bad backs and knees and stuff. And they're like, oh, this is just life. And it's like, no, that's not. That's not you
100%.
going, okay, there's something going on here. Let me help recover it. Let me fix this. And I love the fact that you went from could not do a shoulder press
Right.
to doing a treatment to where 7 to 8 weeks later, we were playing with the behind the necks. And your range of motion looks so healthy, and the weight was moving. I'm like, there we go, success story.
Yep.
Beautiful,
100%.
beautiful. Back to that range of motion, to the very best you could possibly do.
Right.
Most people who don't have bad shoulders can't even do it.
Right.
Where you had a little something going on there, and are back to it. So I'm proud of you, man. And
Thank
I wanted
you.
him to talk to you guys. And if we got some questions, we'll finish off with some questions here for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, there's a ton of the usual questions, nothing really relating to stem cells.
Any youth questions?
No,
Nothing.
not about youth or
Mindset? Because I think the discussion we just had, believe it or not, was about stem cells and the shoulder and everything. But I think it was about his mindset, that he's willing to go, let me be preventative and take care of those little situations right now. That way at 28, I can be healthy and set myself up to win at 38 and 40.
Yeah, that mindset you guys are talking about, it's amazing. And out of thousands of people, it might only hit a couple.
That's the only problem.
Which is fine, because that's all that, as long as you can help somebody make that
Yeah.
change.
100%.
Because unfortunately, a lot of questions are like this. Are you considered natty if you get stem cell treatment?
It's like, wow.
Maybe it's an honest question.
Maybe it is, yeah.
Maybe it's not
Yeah.
a question, but that's where the
mindset is. Yeah. I can't help that guy.
This is kind of what we're talking about right now. I'm 17 years old. What less talked about recovery methods have you guys used to achieve longevity in lifting, besides the non-negotiable things like nutrition and sleep? That's the point for this.
Understanding the majority of people and your guys' doctors and your guys' analysts of doing the research all talk about a certain rep range, and I consider that mileage. So that's the one thing I would be smart about. Where you're at 17, you want to do this, and you look great from your picture. So you want to be able to do this for the next 40 years. And so take in consideration mileage on recovery. Everybody's got this number for, how do you say it? Hypertrophy?
Hypertrophy. There you go.
Love that word. I love that. And the problem there is that everybody thinks that they're a bodybuilder. Everybody thinks they're going to be competing. Understand it's the connective tissue training and the nervous system training overrides the hypertrophy of building muscle. So and the reason I say that is because you're going to want to recover from all your workouts, but you're also going to want the least amount of mileage in the next 20 to 30 years relative to the guy that's in the gym for 4 hours at 17, 18. And trust me, I was that guy. I mean, you couldn't get me out of the gym until all my training partners were done, toasted, and had to take a nap. I wouldn't leave. So I think that's the one thing I'd say to my youth is back it down, back those numbers down, stimulate.
Yep. 100%.
Pinpoint. But besides that, lately, have you tried red light therapy?
I have. I do red light at least 3 to 4 times a week, every morning.
I love it. I
Yep.
love it. I love red light therapy. I love a sauna, but not during or prior to the big squats and deadlift days.
Because it dehydrates you a little
It
bit.
does for
Right.
me. It does for me. I know it's a good flush. It gets the body going. And if you're in there long enough, a nice GH release. But for me, it's still too much depletion of the water relative to being, I need to be filled. And I want the fascia tight when I lift. I don't want there to be a depletion between the muscle and the fascia. And that's why when you get closer and closer to bodybuilding shows, more and more injuries happen because you're in such a depletion. There's nothing filling up that sac. And so the sac is a little bit looser, and that's where some of the injuries happen. So red light therapy, Jimmy Bluff massage,
Yep.
which you're going to do this week or next week.
That's great. Just open up the whole body. I think ice baths. What do you think about those?
Ice bath, I'm not a go-to.
Okay.
I came from Washington State. I've been cold long enough. I don't need it. I think Detroit over here is the same way. Michigan boy over here doesn't want to be cold. Also, I like inflammation.
Right.
So that's the one thing I think when they talk about, I don't want no inflammation. There's me listening to the body, and there's an inflammation from the workout. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to take that away. I want to see how my body reacts to the inflammation and works through it. This guy's laughing his ass off.
Someone said something, and it's actually kind of fucking funny.
No, I'm good. Go with it. Throw it up there.
No, it's not. Someone just said Zach and Slater from fucking Saved by the Bell.
Oh, nice. I like that. Okay.
If you know them.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, that's so true. Just two young, good-looking studs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, chiropractic.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Man, that would be on my mind more if we didn't have such a party animal chiropractic guy.
We need a more party animal. What are you talking about?
I need our chiropractor to be in the office more instead of Vegas every single weekend.
Yeah.
But he's a young, strapping, selling his wild oats. Speaking of a young, strapping boy that's enjoying, yeah, chiropractic's great. We'll finish it there unless you got one more big boy.
I'm way up top in the chat, guys. So. How to build the upper back, best food for after a workout, how to restore and refresh the body after a huge fat loss of 100 pounds and make it build muscle.
Well, that's a great question.
Is it possible to do it on maintenance calories? There's an extra piece there.
Well, you will because you've lost some muscle during the diet. So you'll get that memory muscle back, on a maintenance. But to build more, no, it's not a cut. It's straightforward. You're in a surplus, you can build muscle. You're on a maintenance, you're breaking. You're not giving your body anything to grow off of. You're in a deficit, ain't gonna happen. So, and then again, for you've lost 100 pounds. I know, and you saying a maintenance, you got to figure out a relationship with food to where you're 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You lost 100 pounds and now you're barely eating again, just enough to where you burn everything off into your maintenance. You should be able to now have that maintenance. And then in 2 or 3 weeks, you check in with your coach and go, hey, this is where I'm at. Well, let's try to take you up a little bit more. Let's see if we can hold the body weight, but take the calories up. Just like weightlifting, you want to get stronger. Food, the goal would be, is to get more calories and hold the body where it's at. And that way your metabolism is working better and better and better. And that way you can start cutting up again to maybe finish that off, or you can take those calories in and start building that muscle without it going to fat. Get that relationship, my friend. And on that note, thanks everybody. Want to jump on here for a sec? We'll be on here a couple times in the next couple weeks.
Yes, sir. Let's do it.